2, 1. What is this? Riverside hosting. We're going to test it out this week on the Creator Checkpoint, the podcast. How have you guys been over there in the Midwest?
Trying to keep ourselves from blowing away
I was
because
gonna say blown away.
Yeah. I see trampolines flying around over there. Watch out.
60-mile-per-hour gusts all day. Crazy.
I remember that. Yeah.
taking the dog for a walk was fun. Just watching his ears flap in the wind.
That's good stuff. And how about those astronauts that are back on Earth now?
Sorry.
So they took off in June of last year. Isn't that crazy?
I did
just
not
got
know
back.
any of this.
Okay, so you don't know. So
No.
it was like June 9th or something. In 2024, we had a couple astronauts that went up for like a routine trip. It was going to be like less than a week or just over a week or something like that. Not very long. Well, then Boeing's craft that was supposed to go get them had an issue, so they couldn't, or the return trip, something. There was some issue with whatever is up there to come back, so they couldn't come back. Well, nothing was really prepped to go and get them anytime soon, so it just kept getting delayed and delayed, and so they just got back this past week. And if you think about it, I have been in Florida less time than they were in space, because we moved at the end of June. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
yeah, imagine be like, hey, I'll be back in like a couple of weeks. I'm going on this, this trip to space, and then it ends up being 9 months. No big deal.
No big deal.
So that's fun. What else is going on out there?
Happy March Madness Day.
March. You guys make brackets?
Nope.
No brackets.
No.
I forgot.
So here's the thing. I am a one sport kind of person, and football has taken up a lot of my time, as shown by my channel. So my brain power is focused on football.
On the foosball. Yeah.
The NFL, because I don't watch college football either.
You guys got a draft coming up or something, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think next month.
All the
April,
free
I think.
agency stuff.
I don't want to talk about free agency.
Ooh.
My team has not necessarily been great this offseason.
Yeah, the Niners got rid of someone.
Got rid of a lot of someone's.
It's a different world over there. Well,
So-
we'll see how things pan out.
I'm hoping good, because it'll make the content great.
Yes, that's
If
been
they
good
tank.
stuff.
I'm sorry, what?
Are they gonna tank?
We don't use the T word in my world.
Well,
I'm not actually sure if members of that team are capable of tanking.
knock on something. Can't just say that, man. We'll clip that if good or bad for the future.
We'll watch this in 10 months.
No,
Hopefully, hey, you know what? San Francisco is hosting the Super Bowl this year, so it would be great if they could, go all the way and win the Super Bowl in their own stadium.
that would be amazing. Oh, light changes. All right. Well, fun topics. A lot going on in the world. I did make a bracket. I made 25 of them. They let you do that on ESPN. And I only did one where I actually chose each one, and it was very much just whatever name I liked better, pretty much. But
That's how I play fantasy football.
they let you, yeah. So they let you do just totally random. It'll just randomly pick them, which is like 13 seeds are in the final.
So it's like the lotto.
Yeah. And then they have weighted by rank. So 1 versus 16, much higher weighted random chance versus the other one. Did a bunch of those. And then there's an ESPN Analytics one. And I did a bunch of those. So we'll see how it pans out. I could actually probably go check it by the end of the episode and let you guys know. But in YouTube world, did you guys make a video this past week?
No, I did not. I got a little busy.
So
You're building like a whole wall in your room, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it's taking forever.
Built-in
Crazy.
shelves.
That's gonna look good, but yeah,
Everyone.
it's taking all my weekends.
We'll show a picture.
I'll post a picture right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hosted from
So-
that room next week. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we could.
No, I was just gonna say. Last week, I was helping a mutual friend of ours with his backyard. I actually sanded and stained and dug up some plants. So last weekend was
Dang.
busy.
Really nice of you.
Putting you to work.
But I did record a little mini rant that I'm not going to post simply because it was more for me to just kind of like get that out there.
Yeah.
But I am in the middle of editing the season 2 premiere of, I guess the official name of the series is irrelevant. What?
Just the way that you're like, the season 2 premiere, and they're like, I don't know what I'm going to name it. Just the.
Well, like I said,
Yeah.
I think the unofficial name of the series is irrelevant just
Yeah.
because that's the title I've been using.
No, I agree. No, we've seen previews because we are friends, and it is looking good.
Yeah, we get a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, we do.
It's kind of ironic that we were talking about the astronauts, and I said I had no idea what was going on because I don't watch the news. But the first episode is all about sports media.
Well,
So,
it's a special kind of news.
yeah.
It's a segment. Well, the guy that didn't post like the past 2 episodes actually has something that he posted. So
Look at
I
that.
posted a video. And my channel is a lot about Landfall games. Hilarious how that works. But anyway, the latest one that they have is basically a run fast type of game where you dodge obstacles. So you probably remember on your mobile phones at one point the games where you would try and like hold down on the phone screen to like hit a hill perfectly, and then it like ramps you up higher, and you have to, like every time you hold the screen down you fall back to earth and hit a ramp. So it's like that but 3D, and it's actually pretty smooth. But
Is it a
all I
mo-
go ahead.
Sorry, is it a mobile game?
So this one's not. No.
okay.
But I could see them eventually getting to that point. They're trying to bring tabs to mobile, and that should be relatively soon. But this one is just PC so far. They usually start their games out on PC and then ends up on console eventually. But I posted a 19-minute video of like a walk, just a demo gameplay. And it did all right. I just kept a really simple thumbnail. It just said "wow" ... on it, big and red. Let me see if I can share my screen.
Yeah, like I said, the game did look fun.
It does look fun though. Has a little open world.
I wonder
Like
if I'll have to
between the-
like edit this stuff, but no, it's pretty sweet. It's this bad boy right here.
Look at you at almost 2,000.
Where's the video? Sorry. Almost 2,000. I just want to see this one. Okay. They've changed some things since I've done this. Alright, so this is something interesting. When I initially posted it for like the first day or so, it was kind of like, okay. And then at like the day 2 mark, like, alright, hit it. And then they like pushed it out a bunch. And then at day 3, they just cut the line. They just said no more. And it just like fizzled out, and it's just been like nothing for the past 4 or 5 days. So I don't know. It's interesting how that works for,
Your
for
one
this video.
video has almost as many views as my entire library of videos.
All in due time, man. Like some videos, you're gonna have one that just pops off, and then the other ones will start trickling up, and it's fine. If you want to see some of my earliest stuff, let's just go to my first video, if I know how to get there.
Maybe one day I'll have the estimated revenue on my channel.
Estimated revenue.
Looks amazing.
See, look at this. 222 views 4 years ago.
53,000.
53.
Okay, this one
Crazy.
continues to pull in views because if you search tabs, maps, or something along those lines, this video is one that shows up in Google quite quickly.
I remember back when that was just 14,000.
Yeah, this one just brings in the views and whatnot. So if you want to try and get some views on your channel, do a tutorial video, and
You know what
Make
I
it
find
useful.
crazy?
Yeah.
How could that video, where you are literally helping unlock all the secrets, have any dislikes?
they said this isn't good enough.
What more could they possibly have wanted?
Okay, so that is an outlier for sure. Oops. But the moral of the story
That's cool.
is like a lot of these are just you've already got higher videos than that, you know. Like
You know what I
72
did
on this thing.
The other day,
100.
I was trying to find something that I had done for you earlier because I wanted to watch it again, and I ended up finding it.
Yep.
It was the Little Mac Smash video.
Yeah. It's in here. This one right
It's
here.
66.
66. Crushing it over there.
That was the first video that I ever edited for you.
Well, the second one was double that. So you did a great job. See, it just builds on itself.
I can't believe that was almost 3
That's
years
cool.
ago.
3 years ago.
Crazy.
man. And here's some insights into Digital Derek's channel.
Did you make any money on the Tabs Maps video?
The map video, you want to see how much I've made on it? Let's look. I'm sure I've made money on it. How do you view it for just... I might have to go back to the beginning. To just for
You go
that
to-
video. Can I just view this one?
Hey, $7.
$87 over time.
That's
But
crazy.
It started July of, it doesn't say what year.
I think you have to click on the actual.
Oh,
tab.
21. July of 21. Top right.
So, oh, that's the views. Sorry. Here we go. So May
23,
7th
sorry.
is when it started making money. Around May 7th. Because that's when it finally got monetized. The channel got monetized. And so from there, it's what? Where's the year mark from this? May 24. $40 a year. Paid for.
There you go.
Pay for some
Jeez.
Hey, pay for some eggs.
eggs. Yeah, pay for a dozen eggs.
A dozen. Ooh.
Organic, pasture raised eggs.
And you were able to get a dozen? I'm impressed.
That's impressive, though.
Yeah.
A video just over time
Just do
keeps
something
going.
valuable.
Right.
If you don't know what else to do something valuable.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as it's helping people, even if it's for a small game called Tabs, it can do something. So maybe that's the lesson we all learned today is do this. Just keep making the same video.
I'm going to start getting into the wrestling videos because I'm starting to see those a lot more on my recommended page. And
See more
like,
what?
wrestling videos, like from WWE.
Oh, wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
wrestling.
Resting.
Resting.
Wrestling.
People sleeping. Just sleeping on the couch.
Hey, you never know. People might be weird.
Some more resting videos.
Wrestling videos.
You
It's
never
just
know.
laying in their chair, just their eyes closed. Like, hey, are you sleeping? Like, no, I'm just resting,
Hey.
resting my eyes, man.
Some people will watch some weird stuff. So
That's true.
Yeah, facts. 50,000 on Tabs video. I'm just kidding. Let's see here.
That's awesome. Some behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes of the numbers.
people want those secrets.
That's true.
The people do. Except for 32 people. They did not like my secrets.
That's because there's one that you missed, and so that's why.
Some people were making stuff up like, hey, how do you do this? I'm like, bro, I don't think that's real. They're like, I think that's mods, man. So you never know. All right. Well,
It's crazy what modders can do to computer games.
oh, 100%. Yeah, Tabs is wild when you add the mods. All right, let's do a quick game.
All right.
Let's do that. Let's do that word game Chris brought up. Or was it you, Joey? Someone brought it up. Guessing,
Oh, it wasn't me.
guessing the word.
This is a chill week, everybody.
Yeah, this is a chill
Awfully.
week. Y'all, we did not prepare for this. And we're using a new
mean-
system. We're just checking it out. We'll see what we
Look,
got.
Get some shorts.
two of us needed to make sure our houses didn't blow away, and the other one, had things
Just
going
too
on.
good of weather.
Just chilling over here. The sunshine state of Florida.
The other one was outside enjoying beautiful weather.
Taking evening walks with a little breeze.
I had to make sure my garbage can, didn't blow away down the street. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, y'all. I've got so many leaves in my yard. I have like a giant pile of leaves in the corner.
I
of my
don't
house.
anymore.
Yeah, well, they flew away. Okay.
Literally.
So how this game works is we count down from 3. 3, 2, 1, go. So that's kind of the vibe. And then on go, instead of saying go, we all say a word. And the goal is for all 3 of us to end up saying the same word over time. And how we do that is, for example, if I were to say 3, 2, 1, and then we say a word, I say spaceship, Chris says Captain Crunch, and Joey says video games. We take those 3 words and we try and use that as context for the next word we're going to say.
Okay.
So combine those together. You would try and think of spaceship, Captain Crunch, video game, Halo. Like, I don't know. So
No, actually, I do believe that there was a demo disc in some magazine once where there was a Captain Crunch video game, and it might have been in space.
I played that a lot on our
Is that-
PC growing up.
That what made you think of those 3 words?
That is not, but
That is
crazy,
crazy.
that exists.
Pull up the
because
clip. I don't know what you're talking about.
Pull up
what?
the clip.
You don't remember this? The Captain Crunch PC game. Yeah, I'll pull it up.
It sounds familiar. I remember I got a Spider-Man game from a cereal box. Those were the times.
I really like getting magazines where it had like free demo discs in there because you never knew what you were gonna get.
That's crazy.
All right, y'all, you ready for this?
Dude, okay.
Here we go. Dude, here we go. The Crunch
I already remember.
Crunch Line Adventure. Dude, it literally exists. I missed this.
What? Where's the volume?
This
I remember
brings
that,
back
so trippy.
memories.
You don't have volume?
No, not on the screen. What the heck? I remember that.
We'll
phone.
edit this
I was like,
in.
that looks nasty.
This is so crazy.
We'll edit this in.
Okay. This unlocked a memory.
No
Oh
joke.
yeah.
Like last year or 2 years ago, I pulled this up and like watched it while I was working. And I was like, dude, this like healed something in my soul, like seeing this.
Simple times,
This,
man.
I'm pretty sure this came in like a Captain Crunch box.
It did.
Yeah, I think it did. Actually, you're right.
And you just
Do me a
threw it in the
favor.
PC.
What's the runtime of this video?
It's an hour and 18 minutes.
You know what's so crazy is that when you're a kid and you don't know how to play video games, it takes you days, or
Yeah.
months to beat a video game. And
Yeah.
now these video games that we used to play can be beaten in like 3 or 4 hours.
Literally. So let's just jump into the game real quick.
The heck?
Dude, all you have to do in the
What the
game is get swole. Like, that's your whole goal.
I'm gonna need some help myself.
Food and
I
happiness,
remember this.
man.
Welcome aboard.
He's gonna get crunch berries now. Gobble gobble.
Food and Happiness was this precursor
Peanut
to
butter
Minecraft.
crunch. Oh, he's full on food now. Time to go do a race.
Crazy.
They're going to be a topic for a future podcast. Favorite cereals, ranking them, because
Well,
Dude,
come
there he
with
goes.
me. We're off to
Freaking hopping and jumping and racing the turtle. And then over time, you get stronger and stronger. And you do these little mini games. Remember this one, Chris?
Yes. 'Cause I remember the food on this. I was like, that looked good.
He's still a chubby little guy. And there's Mr. Captain Crunch.
that's insane.
But over time, you start growing, turn into like a teenager, getting a little faster, jumping the platform.
Bro, I can't wait to listen to the sound later on.
Look at this
It's so
guy.
nostalgic. And his hair is so long.
Alright, we'll clip this in somehow, one way or another.
That is crazy.
Yeah, you guys didn't get to hear that, but it's amazing.
Bro, so there's this streamer on TikTok.
Yeah.
He has a VR set. He recreates his childhood room.
Mm-hmm.
But in his VR, he sets up like a PS2. He was playing Battlefront while on another TV having X-Men on the cartoon.
That's really
And it's
smart.
crazy. Like the future now is we're gonna be playing video games inside a video game. Recreating your childhood rooms with your old PS2 system. And he did everything from like kind of rubbing the disc, putting it in the case, putting it on
Wow.
the shelf
Wow.
while
That's
watching
awesome.
X-Men with old time commercials.
Dang.
That's going to be the future. Like us
For-
recreating our childhood rooms playing video games that are 40 years old at that time.
That's wild. Yeah, like for me, it would be playing Battlefield 2 on the PC and like running around in that game, and then like having like the oven beeping at me. I'm whipping out a pan of hot pizza rolls and then I throw them all on a plate and I eat like all 30 of them, just like munching. Man, all right.
That's crazy. That's
Meanwhile, for me, it was PS2 playing Kingdom Hearts, eating Oreos and milk.
Dude, that's a combo. Nice. Well, all that to try and play a game, literally. That was hilarious. So, on that, Captain Crunch Spaceship video game.
That is insane that you thought of those words.
I know. Man. I thought of Spaceship because
Astronauts.
the astronauts and then Captain Crunch, I don't know where that came from. Somewhere my soul
Maybe.
needed that, so.
Maybe somewhere you have a craving, subconsciously.
I think so. I was that little chubby crunchling trying to eat some cereal.
You want to destroy the roof of your mouth with some Captain Crunch.
This is the truth. And that is torture, but delicious torture.
And the Crunch berries are just a icing on top.
Captain Crunch has taken over most of this podcast. I'm sorry, everyone.
The thumbnail is going to be the Captain Crunch.
Could be. Hey,
Absolutely.
could be talking about worse. Could be talking about worse things. You know.
Yeah, I agreed. Dude, I think we got some good shorts in here. So,
This is just clip farming for shorts, honestly.
welcome to Creator Checkpoint, where we make clips for
For shorts.
our short content. Which, you never know. I think that's how we're going to honestly market this stuff. Because right now, our views are like 6 and 4. Dude, no one's watching right now.
Here's the thing, though. I have found if you start posting every week, the algorithm picks you up.
It does
You
like
start
that.
getting it there. That's
It
how.
takes
That's
that
how
into
much.
account.
Well, this will be easy to edit really quick. We can have like consistent.
I
weekly
know.
posting or something.
Hopefully,
It'll be fun.
hopefully Riverside is the answer.
Maybe
So.
sponsored one day.
Sponsored. All right, you guys ready?
Okay, fine.
I'm ready.
ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1. PC.
Football.
Chocolate.
I said football.
Football, chocolate, PC. Football, chocolate, PC.
Okay.
Hold on. Thinking. Hold on. No,
You know, if that word had been pizza, I could have. That would have been an easy.
See, now you're giving hints.
All right, now we gotta guess quickly, I guess.
Okay.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. 49ers.
Brown.
Controller.
Brown 49ers controller. All right, I'm ready.
Okay,
you
I'm
guys
ready.
ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Madden.
Madden.
Let's go.
Look at that.
That's crazy.
Dude, that was first,
That was
like, fourth
super
try,
easy.
third try.
Third
Yeah.
try.
Yeah, I think we just kind of gave up on everything and said football and game, man. Okay. No, that worked out. Well, that was a very
I was
fast
just being
game.
done with Brown. That was
Very
fun.
fast game compared to us talking about Captain Crunch. So that worked
Which
out.
means we can do. Which means
Do another round. Okay, here we go. I am ready with a word.
I got one.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Guitar.
Neptune.
Movie.
Guitar, Neptune, what?
Movie.
Movie, guitar, Neptune. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Top Gun.
Rock.
Bro.
Did it lag
Wait,
on
what'd
you
you
or
say?
what? I said Top Gun.
It's super wacky right now.
Oh, okay.
You froze, and so did I.
You were frozen.
Okay. I was like,
It looked really funny.
I said it, and then you guys like were way late, so that's funny. Okay, so what was it?
It's
Top
because
Gun.
you
You were like stopped and frozen.
you froze.
Okay,
All right.
top,
So wait.
Top Gun, Rock.
The first
what?
one,
You're frozen again. Okay, you're back now.
Top Gun, Rock, and what?
I said Zeus
Zeus.
because someone said Neptune.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. 3,
3, 2, 1.
3,
Oh,
2,
3.
4.
God of War.
Whoa.
I said Thor.
I said God.
You said
Okay.
God, Thor,
All right. How are we
God
gonna
of
connect?
War. Gotta piece it all together. I'm ready.
Okay, wait. What were the three words again? God, Thor, and...
God of War. I'm ready.
Okay, I got one.
You guys ready? You better be
Yeah.
ready. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Kratos.
Kratos.
Norse Kratos.
Did you both say Kratos?
We said
Yeah.
Kratos. Norse mythology Kratos.
Okay, I think I got one then. I personally got one.
Let's go for it. Ready? 3,
Yep.
2, Mars.
Odin.
What'd you guys say? Loki?
Oh no!
I said Odin.
Odin, Loki, and Mars. Yeah, we lost Chris's camera. Can you guys hear me?
Thor got him. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Just had a still image of him. Press the button to activate movie shooting.
Okay, Mars,
Loki, Odin.
Loki, Odin. That's tough because like I got one for two of those three.
Figuring it out, Chris. Card, Fool. And then there was one.
I'm still here.
And I just won on camera.
I'm still trying to figure out
I know, right?
how to link
Odin, Loki, Mars.
and Mars.
I've got it. I've got the answer. 100% the answer.
Okay.
If you guys don't have this answer, then I think we are amiss.
Okay.
All right, you're
Are we
back.
officially done?
We're back.
Okay, so we've got Odin, Loki, and Mars.
Oh, we're still going.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, we gotta finish it. I know exactly what I'm gonna say.
Wait, Loki, Mars, and what?
Odin.
Odin.
You guys know what you're gonna say? I know what I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna try.
All right. All right, you guys ready? 3,
You
2. What?
Loki, Odin, and Mars.
All
I
right, ready?
think I know what I'm gonna say.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Asgard.
Myth.
Martian.
What was that, JP?
Myth.
Myth. See, Asgard, man, the place, the place where Loki and Odin are.
Yours is so good. I said the freaking Martian.
Martian. It's a Martian Asgard myth. What's a Martian Asgardian myth?
Heimdall.
Well, I was gonna try and think of that name before you said it. Well, now that we said that one. All right, I'm ready.
Hey, I got one.
I'm ready.
I'm just gonna go for that. I'm just gonna do one.
Yep. Martian myth. Asgard.
All right.
I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. Rainbow
Marvel.
Road.
DC.
Marvel, DC, Rainbow Road. When you put them all together, you
Okay.
get. I don't have anything yet. The DC, Marvel, Rainbow. Way left field. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Mario
Comic.
Fantasy.
Fantasy Mario Kart.
Comic.
Fantasy Mario Kart. Comic.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready.
Say it again.
Fantasy Mario Kart comic. 3, 2, 1. Waluigi.
Mushroom.
Waluigi mushroom. What?
Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Which means we're getting.
Yoshi. Mushroom. Waluigi. Bring them together.
Okay.
And you get. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Bowser.
Mario.
You said Mario?
I said Mario. Chris said Mario. You said Bowser.
You said Mario?
Yeah.
But Waluigi's a bad guy.
But
We got
All right,
Yoshi
all right.
and Mushroom.
All right, I think we've got this. You've got
Okay.
Mario and you've got Bowser. So 3, 2, 1. Peach.
Peach.
Hey,
Okay.
okay. We brought it home. A little delay.
I almost said Luigi.
You know,
We-
there was the 20% over here. It's like this could go Luigi, but 80%
Yeah.
it's Peach. Come on. All right, good.
We went from Odin in Greek mythology to Mario.
Yeah, I think I just threw Rainbow Road in there. It's like, well,
No,
let's
I
go
screwed
down
that
that
up.
path.
No, that was not. I think I did by saying Zeus,
Zeushian.
but we got there in the end, and that's all that matters.
Cheers. Okay, so let's start throwing this thing down. Latest tips and tricks. You guys got anything? Start with you, JB Wizard.
I'm starting to work with expressions in After Effects, and the results are crazy because expressions let you do a lot of different things.
What is
What's
expressions?
You know, I was not prepared for this question.
I don't know what I'm doing,
Okay,
but it's amazing.
No,
You just like doing
okay. All right, so I'll give you the easiest example I can think of. So in After Effects, you can add what's called fractal noise to a solid, right? Basically, it brings up static.
Yep.
It's kind of like how you create static, right? Well, one of the effects that you can do to it is rotate it, right?
Yep.
And so instead of keyframing it from start to finish, like you would in Premiere, you were frozen. You can add an expression, and the expression that I like to use for it is on the rotation effect is time times 100, right?
Yep.
So that means over the entire duration of the clip that you're editing, it will rotate on its own. You don't have to keyframe it. And see, you're frozen again, so I can't tell if you're interested or if you're not.
Am I frozen?
Basically, think of expressions like you would an Excel formula, where you're telling the system to do something based on variables and other things like that.
That's
So like
actually pretty
there's a wiggle expression that I actually use in the intro, where I use the exposure effect to have the screen light up and like flicker. But if you use a wiggle expression, you can cause that to wiggle. The light flickers at certain intervals throughout the duration of the clip. So you're not just keyframing everything.
Dang. That sounds really
Sounds
useful.
really advanced.
Well,
So one of the things I'm learning right now is smoother transitions in After Effects. And they all use expressions. Actually, you want me to? I can show you my screen real quick.
show us the goods. Express yourself. What I really
Can you
miss
see
are
it?
the little clapping things. Okay. Yes.
Can you see
Wow.
my screen?
Okay. Yeah. I see formulas.
Yes. So I'm using all of these expressions to do certain things for different sliders, and they all have to be named correctly and all of
Yeah.
that. So
Dang. That's sweet.
so that's
So it just kind of
so
like
that's just
understands for you what you're trying to accomplish in that way.
basically, yeah.
Nice. Very nice. So learn expressions, After Effects people.
hmm
That make your life
Once
better.
again, I learned that all from Jake in Motion, because
Jake.
he's like an After Effects. Jake in Motion.
In motion. Very nice.
I mean, literally, that's in OneNote. That's what I have the tab named. It's just Jake in Motion. It's everything that I've learned from him. So
That's sweet. Check him out. Chris, any tips or tricks?
Post consistently, which I'm not doing.
Dude, as I say, not as... I don't remember how it goes.
Do as I say.
Not as I do.
Definitely
Not
not what
as I-
I'm doing. My goodness.
Yeah, it's hard, man, whenever you got responsibilities.
And making shorts of my stuff, because doing the shorts helped. I got more subscribers for my shorts than my actual videos I did of the video.
Nice. Okay.
So do shorts of your videos, because that's actually
Short it up.
what gets you subs for me.
That is a good idea, though. It's sometimes you don't even have to put a ton of time into either. Just chop it up and throw it out to the wind, and sometimes it just takes
speaking of chopped up,
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said.
off. In my back.
define back.
Without delayed, it is for you guys. Probably not. Wow, it's really delayed.
Yeah, you're left frozen and you're distorted.
It's trying to reconnect. Reconnect.
That would make sense.
Reconnect. All right, I should be back. Am I back? I'm back.
You're back.
Yes.
Okay. Sweet. Okay. So yeah, chop up your videos into shorts. Make it happen. Sometimes they'll just take off on you. You never know.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
What I would say is keep it simple. This latest video that I did was, I mean, it's just literally demo gameplay. Like, it's something new that people have been watching and wanting to be a part of. Like, from what I can tell, there's a lot of excitement around it. So there is some, interest in the game itself, but then just doing the demo gameplay, like, people are just going to check it out. And then my thumbnail, super simple. Screenshot from the game, said, wow. Like, I didn't put a ton of effort into it but as long as it has some intrigue and then a decent enough title, which for this one I literally just put demo gameplay, and that was about it. But something along those lines, if you keep it simple and you create intrigue, whatever you're doing, then you get people to click and you get them to watch. That's it.
Yep, definitely.
So I'll go ahead and go through the last bit. We like to do a little bit of a soapbox at the end just to kind of express ourselves. And for me, it is YouTube, what the heck? For my video, it was like day 1, a little bit of views. Day 2, they said, great video, send them to the moon. And then day 3, it was like, you're done. So you're just flatline basically after that. And it's like, what? How do they determine when videos get pushed into browse or recommended and all that stuff? I don't know. Apparently, I typically get like 3 days time. And then after that, it's like, well, you tried. So I've noticed that with several videos. The Mario Penguins video had a similar trend where it's like shot up and then it just flatlines. Same with the Zelda Zora Man video. It's like it shoots up and then just flatlines. And then this
I think
one,
that's personally one of my favorite videos you've done.
the Zora one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that
It's
video.
good.
I'm thinking about just like reposting it
Yeah.
and see what happens, or maybe make some shorts of it and just see what happens, because it's a solid idea.
No, I like that one a lot.
I put a lot of time into that one, so quality
Yeah,
does
repost it.
matter. Yeah, I need to repost it and just kind of see what happens. Maybe I'll do a different intro or something, so it's different still. See if I can get a quicker intrigue into it. I try to make it snappy, but I don't know. So we'll see. But that's my soapbox. I don't know, YouTube, what you want from me, but they say some days you get views, some days you don't. That's all right. Just keep posting.
Keep posting and get creative.
Get creative.
keep
Get
it-
creative. Keep posting. It sounds like
But keep
something.
things simple.
Yes.
It's
Agreed.
true.
Don't overthink it. It's easy to do.
Meanwhile, I'm over here learning expressions in After Effects.
That is called a skill set, sir. So
This is true.
that is valuable.
I'm experimenting this season with the overall look because there's going to be a theme this season. It's the reason why I started with the media, because I'm going to frame this season around the media. And so the look I'm going for is kind of like almost vintage
Nice.
news. So I have an entire adjustment layer over everything, giving it more of a vintage look.
Okay, nice. I like it. That's quality. It's the details of that quality work. I like it. But also simple.
But also simple.
Exactly. You guys got anything else to say?
I have a new logo on my channel.
Shout out to the logo.
Shout out.
Shout out. YouTube. I'm going to pull it up. We'll end on a logo.
Because I learned how to import stuff from Illustrator into After Effects.
There is a channel called JB Wizards.
Of course there is.
Have you seen this?
I have not.
JB Wizards?
Wizards with an S. It says, "Hey there. Me and my team are content creators and VFX artists. We can help you to make your videos more professional and realistic like never before, as we've been doing this since 2016. We hope to work together, make your videos look awesome."
That's
This
actually kind
sounds
of
like what you do, man.
weird.
That's so
That's
weird.
actually kind of odd.
Wow. So that's hilarious. You should join the other wizards of JB that are out there. That's so funny.
He's got a whole following.
That is so.
There's an army
so
of
very
JB
odd.
wizards. All right, I'll share my screen though. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, you got to join them, man.
That is very odd.
Here it is. New logo. So what's going on with this one? Because you had changed it recently as well. Well, it's this one.
Yeah. So actually, you want to go ahead and share mine? We can.
Yeah.
Nope, that is not. Hold on. Open recent.
What's that plugin you have?
Me? Which one?
Ish. The IQ.
Oh, VidIQ. It's It's a free plugin. They have a paid version. But that plugin adds some stats and stuff. It kind of helps guide, how does this content do? What's the competition like versus what's the volume like? So if I go back to JB Wizard real fast, the volume is in the middle. So there's not, yeah, let me pull it up real quick and then we'll share your screen again. So I don't know if it's searching by JB Wizard, what it's going by, or by the video. Volume here, competition very low. So that's a good place to be.
I'm very low in competition.
No,
Or
it's
is that
saying
being my
that
video?
your types of videos don't have much other competition. So what you're,
Oh.
I think that's what it's saying. Let me see if a video has it. Sometime I haven't used it in a bit. Overview. AI coach views. I can see your views. How they're doing. For 7 days, all time.
That's crazy that you can see my stuff.
That is great.
Yeah, I can see your
Wow.
info. I don't remember. There is a way to see like more with how like specific channels are doing, and that might be what it was. View channel stats. Let's see what it does. People and blogs. Okay, that doesn't really help.
Really? That's
Anyway,
what we
I'll stop
categorize that?
sharing, and you can do your thing. This isn't helpful. But sometimes it does have helpful stuff like that. vidIQ. It's another YouTube channel.
Very cool.
Seems weird. There we go. Can you see it?
Yeesh.
Yeah, so basically I was just experimenting with a circle.
Mm-hmm.
And I experimented with some other circles, and I ended up thinking, hey, this would look kind of cool. And so I made this, and I thought, hey, this kind of looks like a cool logo. And so I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to experiment with it. But can you see After Effects now?
I just see the logo.
Hold on. Apparently this thing doesn't only let you do certain things. So what I decided to do was import it. Can you see it?
Okay, yeah, you can animate this thing.
And then I went ahead and I animated it
E-
to fan out.
That's cool.
Nice.
And so that's going to be part of my new outro.
Nice.
And so I thought, you know
Very
what?
nice.
I'm going to go ahead and I am going to use that as my new logo.
Nice. New logo every season until you are well established as the JB Wizard of the JB Wizards because of the other channel.
Yeah, I don't know if that's insane that that even exists.
Yeah, they do like VFX and like editing and stuff, and that's like right up your alley. So that's hilarious. Man, small world. Imagine that. Okay, anything else, my friends?
I think that's it for this week.
Pretty good
But if you're
podcast for not
watching-
preparing very much.
Hey, like I said, sometimes three friends just shooting the crap.
And talking Captain Crunch.
Tom, I still cannot believe that you came up with those three words. And
And there
It
was a
exists.
game, literally for that reason. For this moment in time, there was a game made years ago.
years ago.
Yep. All right. Anything else?
If you're watching this, stay on the lookout for a new episode of Irrelevant Sunday at 5:30 p.m.
Shout out. Nice.
Oh, and subscribe to
Sunday.
all these other guys.
Yeah. Subscribe to them all and this one. I've got it set up to like when you post the template is like it's got all our channels in the description, so check that. All right. Well, I think that's it. And until next time, create content.
Bye bye.
Bye.